Are you focused on the windshield or are you focused on the rearview mirror? Think about that question for a moment. The windshield is bigger than the rearview mirror for a reason. So are you focused on the windshield, which is going forward, which is what's ahead of you? Or are you focused on the rearview mirror, the small rearview mirror of what's behind you? That's the topic of our video this morning. Let's talk about career regrets, the things in the rearview mirror that are behind you. Let's talk this morning about examples of regrets, but also strategies to get past regrets so that you're not stuck living in the past. Now, before I jump in, let me remind you guys, a lot of these topics that we talk about in these videos come directly from you. They're conversations that we've had, LinkedIn exchanges that we've had, those of you who book time on my calendar. I love our conversations. So as we're talking about the windshield versus the rear view mirror this morning, if you have something you want to talk about, some career regrets, how to get past them, maybe how to fix them, reach out to me. I'm always happy to have a conversation. But as we jump into regrets, people often ask me, what does the R stand for in chair? The R is for regrets, because regret can be a powerful motivator if you use it the right way. But before we get into the strategies to talk about regret, let's take a step back for a moment, because here's what I hear from you, examples of regret. We often think it is the big monumental moment that we've missed. It's the opportunity of a lifetime that's gone now. That may be true. I'd also submit to you, though, regret can be you didn't give a presentation the way you wanted. You didn't show up the way you thought you should. The audience didn't latch on to your message the way you thought they would. Regret comes in all forms, large and small. But the way that you get past those career regrets and stop living in the past, stop looking in that rearview mirror that is to the side of your head, is these three strategies. Grab your pen and paper and write these down. The first is you have to acknowledge that there is a regret. Ignoring it's not going to make it go away, right? Ignoring it is not a strategy. Acknowledge the regret, acknowledge why a regret happened. That's it. That's the first step. Too often we ignore that we have regrets, thinking we haven't done anything wrong, when in fact, acknowledging it is kind of the first step to getting past it. The second strategy, identify the source. Why did you not prepare for that presentation? Why did you not show up the way that you thought? Why did you miss that opportunity? Maybe it's the video I did last week, because we miss opportunity sometimes because opportunity looks like work. Was it work? Is that why you missed it? The second strategy is identify the source of the regret, the reason you have the regret. Because 1 and 2 now play into number 3, the reframe. You guys ready for this? This is the most powerful strategy that I can offer this morning. Regret, see it as a lesson learned, not a mistake. Mistakes are repeatable. Mistakes mean you can get in that pattern over and over again. Lessons learned mean you learn from it and you move on. Lessons learned are the windshield. Mistakes are the rearview mirror. Reframing a regret in terms of a lesson learned means you're learning that lesson, you're not going to repeat it, you're moving on. Seeing a regret as a mistake mires you in negativity. Makes you think that you can't get past it because we make mistakes all the time. So reframe your regret in terms of a lesson learned, not a mistake. So let's cover those 3 again in case you're taking notes. What we're talking about this morning is how to get past career regrets and even regrets in your life if you want to go that broad with these strategies. The first strategy is to acknowledge the regret. The second is to identify the source. What's the reason for the regret? The third is the reframe. Reframe a regret as a lesson learned, not as a mistake. So I'm going to go back to where I started. Are you focused on the windshield or are you focused on the rearview mirror? There's a reason why the windshield is bigger than the small rear view mirror to the side of your head. You have a choice to make this morning. You have a choice to make. You can go forward or you can look backward. You can be focused on what's ahead and those lessons and learn from those lessons, or you can continue to look backward and be mired and stuck in the past and things that didn't go right and things that you have regretted. Use regret as a powerful motivator to move forward. Keep your eyes focused on the windshield, not on the rearview mirror, and that is how you get past career mistakes and any mistakes in your personal and professional life. Now, let's jump over into the chat and see who's here this morning. We may have some folks with us, we may not. I know people are on vacation this week, so let's see who is here this morning. I see we've got a couple of folks. My camera's all over the place this morning. Oh, hey, we've got a few folks joining. Hey, guys, thanks for being here this morning. I am on this camera because that camera broke on me right before I went live. So I'm going to stay focused here, but I'm going to look over at the chat. So we've got a couple folks on. We got some YouTube folks. We've got some LinkedIn folks. We've got some Facebook. Okay, so we're live on all channels this morning. Chris Prouty, I'm going to bring up your comment because I do love that you're talking about. I love how you take the conversations that you have with friends and clients and share the meaning behind them in your messages. You know what, Chris? Thank you for that. I learn as much from the folks who watch these videos and reach out to me each week as I do just about any conversation that I have. And there are a lot of folks, Chris, who tell me about the regrets they have in their career. And so Eileen says, Eileen, you probably hear some of this in your world. This is brilliant. Forward or backward. Always keep moving forward. Eileen and Chris are hitting the nail on the head this morning. Advice for you to think about as you go into this week. If you're taking time off, guys, be thankful that you have the opportunity to move forward instead of looking back. And I love that Chris and Eileen are highlighting that. I love that there are, to Chris's point, that there are conversations we all can have. We all are in lessons learned. None of us ever get past learning lessons. So stay focused on that windshield, not on the rearview mirror, and the lessons learned will get you past those regrets that you have in your career and, again, even in your life. Let me check the other channels and see where folks are coming in from. We got some Facebook folks. Y'all are really quiet this morning, but I can see you there. So it looks like the party this Monday morning's on YouTube and it's on LinkedIn, and I'm grateful for folks joining. Okay, guys, I'm going to wrap this up. Just going to remind you, when you get in that car today, when you get in the car this week to go see your friends and family, think about it. The windshield is bigger than the rearview mirror for a reason. Which one are you focused on? I'll see you back here later this week. Chris Prouty and I actually have a Thanksgiving challenge. So we're going to be going live, both of us, on Thanksgiving. Join us Thanksgiving, probably morning, maybe afternoon. We have a challenge going on. You guys are going to like it. See you then.